Hello there. Yesterday I posted a video all about the major arcana. So if you look in my videos, you'll see it there, which is all about the major events in our lives, big unexpected changes, big things that happen in our life. That's the major arcana. Today we're going to be focusing on the minor arcana, which is the cards such as cups, pentacles, wands, swords. They're all the minor arcana. That's just everyday things that happen in our lives, everyday things, day-to-day things, minor things. But they're still equally as important when doing a reading. So yesterday was the major, today is the minor. Okay. And so we'll be looking at these cards. And with the minor cards, they go from ace all the way to 10. So you imagine you've got a book and you're reading different chapters in a book. And each chapter of a book, so say you've got a book and it's got 30 chapters, for example. In chapter 1, it will have, with each chapter, you would start off with the ace and then you work through up to the 10. And the 10 is the end of that chapter. It's a completion, it's a closing, an end of that chapter. And that's when you step back into the second chapter, the next chapter of the book, which will be back to the ace. And then you've got another all the way up to 10. So that's like the story. Ace is the beginning and you work your way all the way up, ace 1 2 3 4, all the way up to 10. You get to 10, that's the end of a chapter, end of a cycle, and then you close that cycle, close that chapter, and you step into the next chapter of the book, which will be back to the ace again. So that's how it works in tarot. Okay, so the first cards we're going to be looking at is today is the cups energy, and that's why I'm wearing blue. Because cups is the element of water. It also represents the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. It's emotions. Cup are our emotions, our feelings. It's very emotional, very emotional. It's water, that's emotions. So yeah, we'll work through that and I'll teach you what each particular card is. When reading the tarot, I did mention this in the major arcana cards, but when you read tarot, it's very, very important to not just go by what that particular card is. So you don't just focus on the card and say, well, that's the standard meaning of that card. That's what it is. You've got to use all your senses. What do you feel? What do you sense? What do you smell, touch, taste? And what comes to you? What does your intuition tell you? Also look at the surrounding cards. You never just read one card on its own, unless you're doing like one card, just a quick one message reading. But if you're doing a proper reading for someone, really in-depth reading, you got to look at all the surrounding cards, because one particular card can mean one thing, but then depending on the surrounding cards, it could change the meaning of that card. Also depends on the person you're reading for. You tune into their energy. What do you feel? What does your intuition tell you when you're reading for a particular person? So you trust everything, your senses, the surrounding cards. Also, one thing I forgot to mention in the major arcana is also to look at the imagery of cards, because there's so many different decks. Like here we have 3 separate decks. This is the Ace of Cups, but done in 3 separate decks. And each one's got different imagery, and you can get a lot. Sometimes Spirit will draw me to a specific thing in a card, and that'll give me a clue of something that they're trying to show me. They may draw my attention to the doves, for example, or they may draw my attention to the cat. So also look at the imagery of a card. Right, that's the intro. Now let's jump into this. So you know what the first card's going to be, the Ace of Cups. So this is the cup energy. I love cups. They're my favorite suit of the tarot. They're just so beautiful. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So cups, this represents our emotions, our feelings. It's love, it's unconditional love, it's water, the element of water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the mama cup of love. This is the cup of unconditional love. When you get this in a reading, this is beautiful, especially a love reading. This is mutual love. It's deep, profound love, very spiritual, very emotional, very deep, deep love. It's unconditional. It's the biggest cup of love. That cup is overflowing. In most decks, these ones don't seem too predictive. Oh, this one does. In most decks, yeah, like this, you can see the cup overflowing. There's water, I don't know if it's showing up, overflowing. It's pouring out of that cup. It's like so much love. It's just a cup, it can't hold all the love. There's so much, it's just overflowing with love. So beautiful. I love it. It says here, these little messages on these cards. It says a beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship or deep friendship, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insights, a love letter, a new home. So I'm reading the tarot as I interpret it. So many readers read it in so many different ways, but I'm reading it as because we all have different ways of reading the tarot. I'm reading tarot in my way, so I'm going to share with you my interpretations of the cards. And my interpretation of this Ace of Cups is unconditional love. Unconditional love that a mother has for a child, a partner has for a partner, a friend has for a friend. It's that deep, unconditional love, where the love is mutual, it's deep, it's just overflowing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. To me, this is also a card about self-love. It's loving yourself, working on you, pouring love into yourself, nurturing yourself. It's a very nurturing energy. Excuse me. A lot of times if people need to work on themselves and need to pour love into themselves, and I'll get this card and I'll be like, yes, you need to work on you. You need to pour love into you. Before you can give your love to someone else, you've got to be loving yourself first. So it's unconditional love in every sense, including self-love. When this card comes in reverse, I don't actually read the aces in reverse. I don't read aces in reverse because it's such a powerful, prominent energy. It's so powerful. But in the reverse, this could just mean that you're blocking your heart chakra. You're not allowing yourself to feel or express love. You could be holding back your emotions on something, not really truly expressing. So it depends on a reading. Some readings I will read it in if it comes in reverse, but most times, depending on this, it all depends on the reading you're doing. I'll read it in the upright. I don't really read aces in reverse, but in certain cases. This does mean you're blocking your heart chakra. You're not opening your heart to love. You could be in love and you're blocking that off. You're denying yourself of your emotions. Or this could be that you're lacking self-worth, self-love, and this is something you need to work on. But in the upright as a whole, the Ace of Cups is just so beautiful. So beautiful. I love that energy. I love the cups. They're one of my favorite cards, the cups. I love them. One of the favorite of all the suits. Next we have the Two of Cups. I love the cups. Look how beautiful. Because I'm the world's biggest romantic, I swear. Romance is so important to me and I love it. I love it. I love it. So to me, because they're such a romantic suit, it's just, it's so me. Okay. So the cups here, this is sharing a really deep soul connection with someone, spiritual soul connection. This is mutual love. If I do a reading for someone and the Two of Cups come up, this tells me the love between the two people is mutual. And they both feel the same way, even if they're not both saying it. They both feel the same way. It's mutual love. It's someone you connect with on such a deep soul level. This is life partner, potential life partner, potential like twin flame, soulmate, deep soulmate. Someone that you can build a life with, like this couple's about to go and build a beautiful new home together. And here is that the love, you can see how beautiful that is. It's just beautiful. It's a card all about love. It's about romance. It's about connecting with another person on that deep soul level. It's about a card that could lead to marriage, lead to long term. It's gorgeous. Falling in love, or the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness, the ending of challenges, exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people that you love. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's all love. And if it's not a love reading and this card comes up, it's just showing that you both share very deep mutual emotions and feelings for each other. In the reverse, this is telling me that, again, someone's blocking their heart. It could be that someone is with someone, or they want to be with a person, and that person, the love is not mutual, it's unrequited love. The other person's just not feeling the same way. It's either they block in their heart chakra, they won't let love in, or it could be that the love is not mutual. One person's in love with someone and the other one's just not feeling it. It's not mutual, it's unrequited love. And I would tell the person it's time to move on, time to let go, surrender and move on. Or it's just not, it's just not in alignment. Two people are not in alignment. If this comes up in a reading where a person's meant to be together, it could just be that at this time, the two of you are not in perfect alignment. You both want different things. You may have different healing journeys that you still need to work on before you could turn that around and be together. Yeah. Just going to put you on pause. Sorry about that. I had a tickle in my throat. I'm sitting next to my hamster and I'm highly allergic to him. He just triggers my allergy. Certain times of the year it's worse, and around this time it's like, oh, my eyes are starting to water. Yeah, but as a whole, this is a very beautiful cards. Again, I'm just telling you my interpretations of these cards, how I read the tarot. Every reader reads it slightly differently. We all have our own personal ways of reading. This is my interpretation and how I read the tarot. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the next card, which is the Three of Cups. I love these cards. This is a card all about connecting with those you love, connecting with friends. It's friendship, deep friendship. It's celebration, it's partying, going out, having a great time, rejoicing. Usually this is a card comes up if people need to go out and have more fun, go clubbing, go pubbing, go have family and friendship gatherings, get-togethers, celebrations, spending time with friends, making new friends. It's such a joyous, happy, abundant card. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. It's all about connecting with others, very social, socializing, connecting with other people, having a deep connection, having fun, just enjoying life. They're all raising glasses, sharing a toast together. So usually this could represent that there are special occasions coming up, a wedding or a celebration, or you may receive some really good news that's cause for celebration. It's a really happy, joyful, jolly card. The only negative thing about this card is that if it does come with the Three of Swords, if the Three of Swords card appears with this Three of Cups, that's usually an indication of a third party if it's in the upright. And in the reverse, if it comes in the reverse, it doesn't have to be a Three of Swords on the table. You just know there's probably a third party situation going on. So in the reverse, if a Three of Swords card does not come up in the reading with it, you know this is a third party, probably high chance of a third party situation. And if it's in the upright and a Three of Swords card comes in the reading with this card in the upright, then that's usually an indicator, not always, but it is quite a big indication that there could be a third party situation going on. But otherwise, it's such a beautiful, joyful, happy card. In the reverse, the tarot in the reverse position is like the opposite of the upright position. So that's how you read it. So everything that this card is in the upright, in the reverse, it's the complete opposite. So this is not having joyful situations, troubles and strife in your friendships and your connections, your social life going to pot, everyone arguing, fighting. Perhaps you overworked, and you've been working so hard for so long, you just haven't had time to go out and have fun. Overworked, overstressed, over anxious. Loneliness, isolation, not connecting with people, feeling like you can't connect with those around you, feeling disconnected with everyone. Third party as well, that's a third party card. In the reverse, it's also just having disharmony in your life, feeling like there's no joy, the joy's gone, joy's been sucked out of your life. So in the reverse, it has like the complete opposite of the upright, which is celebrations, joy, happiness, friendships, companionship, celebration. Yeah. The The next card. I forgot to read the little message here on the Three of Cups. So I like to try and read those little messages. So the Three of Cups still. This says, news worth celebrating. So I mean, you may get a message that causes for cause for celebration. Joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation. A time for gratitude. Close communities or chosen families and friendships. Yeah. Okay, now we have here the Four of Cups. Failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, the distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world, wake up. So this is a card all about someone who's not seeing new opportunities that are right in front of them. It's almost like you're focusing far too much on the negatives, focusing on what went wrong, what's not working, being very closed, small-minded, just focusing on if something's going wrong in your life. That's all you can see. And there could be some beautiful opportunities coming in for you. There could be something better for you, but you're not seeing it because you're focused so much on the negatives, what's going wrong, what's not working, looking at yourself, what mistakes you've made, looking at other people, what they've done wrong, what you've done wrong. You're not seeing the blessings in a situation. Like this card, okay, he's actually looking up there, but usually like there, this man is focusing so much on all his junk, whatever it is. I say junk because it's like it's just too much, it's so much stuff. He's focusing on his worries, his work, his situations. It could be one particular situation, it could be a whole group of situations. He's focusing so much on that, and he's got his hand like this, and he's just focusing. He's not even aware that there is this new opportunity right there. Right there is this fourth cup. That's another opportunity. It's something else that's coming in for him. It's something that may be better than what this is. It could be a way of resolving whatever this is. But this man is blinded to that. He's not even realizing that boy's standing there because he's so focusing like on spilled milk or what's going wrong or on certain things in his life. The same here. If you look at this man, he's focusing so much on those cups that he's missing that right behind him there's this angel with another cup for him. And he's looking at, like there, all the apples that have fallen on the ground, what's lost, instead of looking at all the abundance he does have. And here's the same thing, this man's actually looking up, he's noticing in this particular deck. See, all decks, particular cards slightly different. So like here, that's why I say it's important to look at the imagery of the decks as well, because you can get more insight from the imagery. Here, it could be that this, here you're aware that there's this opportunity, where these ones, they're unaware. Here it's also you're aware that there is an opportunity coming through. There is an opportunity, but it's almost like, do I take that opportunity, or do I stay with what I know, what is safe, what I'm used to? Do I stick with that, or do I take that? So it has several meanings. One where you're just so focused on what's going wrong, you're not even seeing the blessings in your life. You're not even seeing other opportunities. And you need to pull your attention away, not be so focused on what's gone wrong, not focus on one thing, but see the bigger picture. And it can also mean that you see opportunities around you. You could have an offer that comes in for you. Someone offers you something really great, really fantastic. And you're like, oh, I don't know. Do I take that? I'm happy where I am here. This is safe. This is my safety net. If I go off and take that opportunity, what if I make a mistake? So you're deep in thought about this. It's very being deep in your emotions, being deep in your thoughts, really mindful and emotional. In the reverse, this is good. This means you're coming out of that energy, you're taking opportunities, you're grasping new opportunities, you're finally getting your heads out the clouds, you're getting your head out of focusing on what's going wrong. You could be forgiving others, forgiving yourself, ready to take new opportunities, ready to move forward, ready to let go of what's not working. You've had that time out and now you're ready to move on. Where here you're stuck, you're not seeing opportunities, you're focusing on the negatives, focusing on what's going wrong. In the reverse, you're coming out of the energy. It's the complete opposite energy. So, there. Right, next is the Five of Cups. Okay. Focusing on the negative, things not turning out your way, the way you anticipated, forgiveness or self of others, forgiveness of self of others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. This is very similar to the other one, but this is more where, again, it's very similar to the Four of Cups, where your remorse, this is usually my card for sadness, grief, loss, feeling left down in the cold, breakup. Usually when I get this card, this is my breakup card. Someone who's gone through a breakup of a relationship. They're feeling really sadness, really remorse. Again, it's focusing on spilt milk, what's gone wrong, that you're missing out on the blessings, missing out on what's hidden. Because if you look at these cards here, there, this woman, she's so sad. Do it one at a time. She's focusing on the cups that are spilt there, where everything's spilt. They're broken, they've fallen over. That she's oblivious to the two cups that are still standing. It's like she's so much in her grief, in the remorse, that she can't see that there's still some blessings there. Not all is lost. Perhaps the situation could be revived, it could be saved, or perhaps there's something better out there that's more suited for her. But she can't see those blessings because she's so focused on what's gone wrong, what's lost. And she's in deep sadness. This is deep sadness where she feels isolated. You feel isolated. You feel sadness, depression, anxiety, heartbroken. It's loss, grief, loneliness, but not seeing the blessings, not seeing that there is still two cups standing. It's not all is lost, but because you focus so much on that. And it's the same with this one. This man, he's looking at his emotions. He's all in his emotions because this man's turned and he's facing that water there. So he's focusing on the water represents emotions, all those emotions, and he's focusing on those cups on the floor that have spilt over, that he's not even seeing these opportunities there because his back's turned to it. He's not seeing that there's still two cups standing. Same here. She's focusing so much on what's spilt, what's gone wrong. She's crying, she's feeling remorse, that she's not realizing there's still two cups standing on the table. So that's the whole energy of the Five of Cups. In the reverse, again, the reverse cards are always the opposite of the upright. You're coming out of this energy. You're seeing the opportunities that are around you. If you have been struggling with depression, anxiety, broken-hearted, remorse, anything like that, you are going to heal. It's very healing. You're coming out of that. You're going to start feeling happier in your life, starting to feel better. You're going to start seeing the other opportunities you have, start to see the other blessings that you have in your life. Things are going to feel a lot happier, a lot better. You're going to come out of being so deep in your emotions, so much in your emotions. If you've been going through a time of loneliness, you could make new friends, meet a new partner. That could really help to take you out of that loneliness feel. If you've been in isolation, feeling isolated from everyone, you're going to come out of that. It's a really beautiful energy in the reverse. Okay, so that's the cups. Okay, Six of Cups. I love this card. Such a beautiful card. Right, the cups are all about, Six of Cups is all about a deep soulmate connection. So with soulmates, people get muddled up with soulmates. Twin flame in life partners, things like that, they ones that you have your life partner, your partner for life. That's your twin flame, your life partner, your divine counterpart. Whereas soulmate, a lot of people associate soulmates with like the one you're going to marry, the one you're going to spend your life with. Yes, some of them are. We do have soulmates that we can get married to and spend our life with. But we can have 10 soulmates in one lifetime. 5. And a soulmate can be anyone from like a teacher, a family member, a friend, a work colleague. It's someone you share a deep, deep soul connection. It's like you've known them your whole life. And that feels very similar to a twin flame, but a twin flame is someone that you're actually meant to spend a life with. It's like a divine counterpart, where a soulmate is more someone that you can go and have a relationship with them. You could be with them for years and years, and then you break up and you separate, or you can have a marriage, or they could just always be a best friend. They could be a brother, they could be a sister. You could have 5 different soulmates. It's someone you've shared a past life with. You've usually had a past life with a soulmate, and you share a very strong bond. It's like the first time you meet them, it's like you've known them your whole life. It's that strong soulmate connection. It's because you've spent lifetimes together. You've lived in past lives together, and you can have a handful of soulmates. So that's what this card is representing. This card's also representing someone from your past, from your childhood. Could be a childhood sweetheart, someone from the past returning. If this comes up in a reading, it could also represent a friendship, a deep, deep friendship, someone you have a really good, strong friendship with. It's all about the past. This is also a card about reminiscing of the past, being nostalgic, thinking a lot about the past. Also a card about need to be more playful if you've been overworking, overstressed, and this card comes up. It could be saying that you need to be more playful, like that girl there going out swings, and just let your inner child come out again. Be playful, keep things light and playful. It's connecting with good friends, best friends, making new friendships. It's that really deep soul connection. Children or childhood, yeah, this is also connected with children. Usually this comes up, you could be dealing with children issues in your life, or have children around you. Childhood, looking back to your childhood, revisiting old dreams and plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from the past, romancing how things used to be. So it's all that energy of the Six of Cups. In the reverse, this could be that you feeling a disconnect with the people around you. You don't feel connected to the people you care about. Could be having troubles with children. A lot of issues in the reverse. This could be issues with your children, dramas playing up, troubles in connection with family. This could also be that there's childhood trauma that you need to deal with and heal from. Maybe you're suppressing healing from trauma from the past. This could be fighting and arguing, feeling disconnected, feeling alone, loss of a friend. Could have a breakup of a friendship, breakup of a relationship, just feeling that disconnect. And definitely for me, a big card of, when this comes in reverse, how I read this card is needing to heal from childhood trauma and feeling stuck, feeling trapped, not knowing the last time that you actually felt happy, the last time you had fun and went out there and just let your hair down. So being too stressed, too anxious, and yeah, it's not a very nice energy in the reverse. Okay. Next, we're going to look at the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. This is all a card about illusions. What's hidden, what's not seen. Having too... Sorry, I've got my hamster. Having too many options. So many options that you can't choose. It's like being in confusion where your head's just like, I don't know what to do. I've got so much going on. What choice do I make? What decision do I make? Which path do I want to go on? Do I want to go in that road? Do I want to go in that direction? Excuse me, hear noise. It's Mr. Henry having a drink of water. My hamster. Having so many options, all those cups, that's like all different options. If you look there, it's all those different options. Here, all these different, each cup has got something different, and this woman has to make a choice, and she's just like, oh, there's too many choices, too many options, not knowing which is the right path to take. So yeah, it could be someone who's going through a lot. They got important choices to make. They don't know what choice to make. They could be really looking at their options, looking at their choices, trying to make a decision. So it almost puts you in a state of limbo, not being sure what you want to do, what choice you want to make, what decision you want to make. Needing the clouds to clear so that you can make a final choice. One thing in this cup is real. Could be like illusions, what's real, what's fake, and you're trying to get to the bottom of something. Maybe someone said something and you know there could be a bit of porcupines going on there, and so you're having to look at every angle to see what's real, what's not real. What choice do you want to make? Like this woman here, she's trying to choose what she's going to do. Does she want love? Does she want luck? Does she want this? What is she going to purchase at the shop? It's choices, decisions, illusions, trying to figure out what's real, what's fake. And options, looking at the different options. You could be looking at your options with your work, trying to find a job, and you're looking at all these different jobs, applying for different jobs, and you're trying to look at what options you have. So it's all about that sort of energy. Also, it says here, make a choice, stop procrastinating, over analyzing. Yeah, this card's very much, this card comes up, someone is too much, because they're in stagnation, they're not moving forward, because they're like, oh, I don't know which choice to make, which direction to do. So make a choice, stop procrastinating or over analyzing, get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Too many options and addictions. It could also be addictions. All right. In the reverse, great. It's the opposite of the other energy. You're coming out of confusion, coming out of procrastinating, coming out of stagnation. Finally, you've made a choice. You've made a decision. You know what it is you want. You know which direction you want to go in. And you know how you're going to move forward. You see things clearly, where before you couldn't see the wood for the tree. There was so much going on. This could also be a card where there's just got so much going on. You can't see the wood for the tree. Now in the reverse, you finally, the pathway's being cleared. You can see clearly. You know which direction you want to go in. You know where you're heading. You know what choices you want to make. And you can finally move forward. Okay. So. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. I'll read these little messages first, otherwise I forget to read them. The need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. So this is a card all about someone who's choosing to leave something behind. They're choosing to walk away from what is not fulfilling them, what is not working for them, what feels stagnant, what just doesn't bring them fulfillment or joy. Well, usually whatever this 8 of Cups is, it's good. It's 8. It's like your 8 cups. You've got 8 cups. You've got a lot. It's something you invested a lot of your time, your effort, and your energy. It took a lot of investment to get to the 8 of Cups. But it's not working anymore. It's not fulfilling anymore. It's just not making you happy. So the person goes off to look for the 9th cup. The 9th cup is, which we'll look at next, is wish fulfillment. That's your wishes coming true. What fulfills you, what makes you feel whole, it's your wish fulfillment. So in the 8 of Cups, this person is choosing to walk away from what is not fulfilling in their life, what is not working in their life, to go off and find that missing cup. And the missing cup is the 9th cup. Because if you look like here, this is the perfect example. You've got all these cups there. That's 8 cups, but there's 1 cup missing. There's a gap there. That's the 9th cup. So yes, this woman has everything that she wants. She has all those cups. She has 8 cups. It's good. It does the job. Yeah, she's not going without. She has it. It's stability is what she's used to, but it's not fulfilling her. She's feeling deep unfulfillment. And so she's going off looking for that 9th cup. She's leaving. She's choosing to take her little bag and her pussycat, her broom, and to leave behind that 8 of Cups, because it's just not fulfilling her anymore. It's not helping her. It's not working. So that she can find that missing cup, the cup that's missing, which is the 9th cup, the wish fulfillment. Same here. This man has got all these 8 cups there. And it just doesn't do anything. He feels unfulfilled. He feels unhappy. It's just not working. So he's choosing to walk through that door to go off and find the 9th cup. And same here. This guy's choosing to go off and find his missing cup. Find what does fulfill them. So usually if this comes up in like a relationship reading, I would say to someone, you're not feeling fulfilled in a current relationship, you feel unfulfilled, you feel unhappy. It's just, yeah, it's good, it's stable, it's secure, you've invested a lot into it, you've invested 8 cups into that, but it's just not fulfilling you anymore. You're not feeling happy. And so this is, to me, telling me that this person is going to go off to look for their wish fulfillment, to go look to find what is missing. In the reverse, this is telling me that it's almost like you're preventing yourself from going off and looking for what is missing in your life. This is someone who is choosing to remain in an energy where it's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah, it's not my wish fulfillment. It doesn't fulfill me, but I invested too much into this. It's good enough. I'm just going to stick it out. And then that person will never find emotional peak happiness. They'll never find happiness. They'll never have their wish fulfillment because they choose to remain in this Eight of Cups in reverse energy. They choose to keep themselves stagnant and stuck in a situation that is not fulfilling, it's not happy, it's not joyful, but it's what they know. It'll do. It's 8. It may not be 9, but it's 8. And so they stick in that. And they'll just go through life just never feeling happy. Always feeling like something's missing. That 9th cup will always be missing. That gap will always be there. It'll never be the full 9 cups. So it's quite a sad energy. But that's the 8 of Cups in reverse. So that's how I read that. Right, now we're going to move on to a more jollier one. The 9 of Cups. I love this card. In the tarot, there are 2 wish cards. There's 2 cards that are called the wish fulfillment cards. And there's 78 tarot cards of the whole, the minor and the major put together. There's 78 cards. And these are the 2, well, there's 2 wishes, which your wishes coming true in that. One is the 9 of Cups, and the other one is the Star card. So the 9 of Cups is your wish fulfillment. That's what that 8 of Cups is going off to go look for, the 9th cup. Wish fulfillment, your wishes, your goals, your dreams, the things that are important to you, the things you've been trying to manifest in your life. It's having everything you want. Look how happy that dude looks. Look at his little jolly smile. He looks so happy. She's got the most beautiful happy smile on her face. There's the genie granting your wishes, Aladdin's magic lamp, the genie lamp. Yeah, so it's about your wishes being granted, wishes coming true, wish fulfillment, being so happy where everything falls into place. You have all your 9 cups and you're so joyful, you're so happy. Just feeling that wish fulfillment. This is saying you're going to go through a very lucky period. Something that you've been really manifesting and working on is going to come in for you. You could receive some really good news that's going to make your cup overflow, make your heart overflow with joy and happiness. And such a beautiful, beautiful card. In the reverse, this could be that you've been manifesting, working on things, and it's just never coming in, and you're just like giving up on this. You just think, I've been trying to manifest this for 5, 6, 7 years, and I'm still trying to manifest, and nothing's happening. My wish is never coming in. It's feeling unfulfilled, feeling like something's missing in your life, feeling like that unfulfillment, emotional lack, not feeling emotionally fulfilled, not feeling mentally fulfilled, or just feeling lack. Feeling like everything's going wrong for you, someone who's just stuck in this energy, someone who's possibly not even working on towards their goals, their dreams. This could be someone who has all these ideas, they want to do this, they want to do that, but instead of going out there and putting the work in, they're just taking that step back and hoping that the universe will bring it to them, where in reality they need to go out and put that work in to make their wishes come true. So someone who's in inaction, not really taking charge, not really taking action to make their wishes their reality. It's also like the 8 of Cups card in reverse, someone who's denying themselves their wish fulfillment for one reason or the other. Like if you think of the 8 of Cups in reverse, that's someone who's not going off looking for their 9 of Cups. So it's the same sort of similar thing with the 9 of Cups in reverse. We're nearly at the end now. We have the 10 of Cups. The 10s, and then in the tarot, the 10 is like the end of a cycle. So you're going from this beautiful 10, which the 10 is so positive. You're going from a massive 10 of Cups into the Ace of Cups. You know how beautiful that Ace of Cups is. Yeah, so here we get end of cycles, but this is all about you've reached your destination. When it comes to the cup cards, this means you've reached your destination. This is happy families, happy love life, happy home. Everything just feels wow. You've been through from Ace or from the 2, let you go all the way up. You get to your 10 of Cups, and that's when you have wish fulfillment, joy, happiness, abundance. Everything is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. In here you have this this couple, they're so madly in love. They are each other's wish. They have everything they want. They have the baby, the babysitter, they have the love, they have this picnic, the pussycat. They have all that beautiful abundance, happiness, and joy. Here it's this couple again, and they're just happy, the happy home. It's really Beautiful, beautiful energy. And here you have there the home, the family. It's all about family, home, love, marriage, commitment, building a happy life, having your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The end of that rainbow is a big pot of gold. It's you're reaching your final destination. That destination that you've worked so hard to get to. It's peak happiness. Happy family where everything in your life is good. Your family life is good. Everyone's getting on. Everything's really good. Your love life is really good. Financially, you look how well these people are. They're all financially stable. It's all good. Every area of your life is good, and you just feel that peak happiness. You feel emotionally fulfilled, mentally, physically, sexually, spiritually. You're fulfilled on every level. You've reached your pot of gold, and it's been a long journey to get here, but you finally reached your 10 of Cups. So there's harmony and peace in all your relationships and connections. I know this. So let me just read this here. It says a happy marriage, happy ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with your children, raising children wisely and successfully, people you can trust. So in the reverse, this is where you may be going through real turbulence within your emotions, unhappy family. It could be a lot of fighting, arguing, drama, it could be trauma, life experiences, and you're going through some really tough times in your life. Your family life just feels, your relationships just feel like they're crumbling, breakup of marriages, breakup of relationships, troubles with children, maybe losing a home, your home being repossessed or not having enough money to pay the mortgage, being kicked out of home, feeling like you're kicked out on the curb, lack, poverty, sadness, being disconnected with the people you love, breaking up of relationships, breaking up of families, family squabbles. It's just a horrible, not very nice energy in the reverse. Really not nice. It just means it's not very nice. But the good news, because it is a 10, it means you'll be coming out and stepping into the ace, which is your Ace of Cups. Where in the upright, it just means that this is just going to get better and better. You've reached your peak happiness, and then you go into the Ace of Cups, which is even better. So it's like peak emotional happiness in the upright. Right, so near the end now. Pages. So all court cards, how I read all the court cards, which is like kings, queens, pages, knights. They, when I'm doing a reading for someone, I'll see them as the element that they're meant to be. So if these come up in a reading, I know this is representing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in a person's reading that I'm reading for. So if the knights, pages, kings and queens come up, any court cards, those cards are represented people. I know a lot of readers will read all the different cards. They'll read like the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the 10, the 7 of Cups as like, oh, that's a cup of cards, so that's water signs in the reading, which that's fair. That's how everyone reads different. Like I say, all readers are different. But me personally, otherwise you're just getting, it could be like 10 of this card and 10 of that card, and it's just too much. So for me, personally, how I read it is I just read the court cards as star signs. But some readers do, a lot of readers do read every single card in the minor as different star signs, depending on the cups or the pages or the ones or the, but for me, it's just the court cards. That's just my personal preference. Okay, so here, this would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio if it came up in a reading. This is a page. The Page of Cups is like, the pages are like the children energy. Usually in like love readings, if this keeps coming up and someone's wanting something more committed, and I say, well, you're only getting a page energy. Page is like in love, that's sort of like breadcrumbing. Someone who just wants a bit of fun, like a child, they just want to go out dating, but more keep it light, playful, friendly, not really get serious. They non-committal, they run from commitment, they breadcrumb you, they give you just enough to keep you interested and keep you hanging around. They don't really want to commit or have anything more. To them, it's all about just having a bit of fun, a bit of naughty time, that sort of energy. So if someone's looking for a committed relationship and this comes up, I'll be like, maybe move on. You're not going to get anything good with this guy or girl. All you're going to get is breadcrumbing and a bit of one-night stands, things like that. But it's also a very heartfelt, genuine energy. The page is like playful. If you're looking for just a bit of fun, then this is perfect. This is also a card of apology. It's a messenger, because all the pages are messages. They come in bearing messages. So this could be a message coming of an apology. Someone coming in saying, look, I'm really sorry. Apologize. It is heartfelt. It's a heartfelt apology. This could be a message like, do you want to go out on a date? Do you fancy meeting up for a drink? Things like that. Or would you like to be my friend? It's messages. Emotional, connected with our emotions. Messages that are connected to our emotions, but it's light, it's playful, it's nothing big. If you're looking for long-term, someone you can rely on, someone that you know is actually going to grow into something, go for the kings. Don't go for a page. Yeah. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody, messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. Yeah. So that's other qualities that are connected with the page. In the reverse, you could be waiting for a message to come in and it's just not coming, and you're waiting and you're waiting. You're thinking, am I ever going to get this message? And it's not coming. You could have had a fight or an argument with someone and you're waiting for them to apologize and they're just not apologizing. They're just too much in the ego, too stuck up in their head. They won't apologize. So it's waiting for a message or communication to come in that just never comes. Waiting on results, so you just feel like it's never coming. But in a good sense, it could be in the reverse, that someone's finally deciding to come out of that page energy and step up possibly to a knight energy, which we'll get onto next. So it depends. Again, it depends on the person you're reading for, the surrounding cards and the energy. The knights. So the knight, like the page, they're messengers. These are messenger cards. They come in bearing messages. Again, it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's bearing messages. This is the Knight of Love. He's the most romantic knight out of all the knights. He comes rushing in with that cup of love. He's like, I got my cup of love for you. Told you I'm a true romantic. He comes rushing in up on his white horse, his stallion, his steed. He's got his top open, his hair blowing in the wind, and he's rushing in. He's got his cup of love, saying, yeah, have my cup of love. So this is better. This is better than the page. This guy's not going to breadcrumb you. He's not going to be in, out, on, off, flighty, in it when it suits him, just in it for a bit of fun. This guy's coming in and he wants something a bit more meaty, a bit more juicy. He wants to put in the work. He's willing to actually invest in the connection. He wants to invest some time, some effort and energy. The knight is not yet at a king energy, so he's not ready yet for getting married or committed or taking the relationship to the next level or anything like that. He's still steering a bit away from that, but it is a really good energy because he's least wants to invest, where the page just wants a bit of fun. The knight actually wants to invest in this. He's invested emotionally within this. He's very romantic, usually the most romantic knight, and he has good intentions. He does have very fond, good feelings for you. Like there, you can see he's got all this little love bubbles, hearts. He's coming in with his cup of love. He's offering a cup of love. And here he wants to come in and he wants to offer his cup of love. And there is love there. This is someone that you can do. I'd say, yeah, if this person came along in your reading, I'd say, yeah, definitely go for it, because this person has the potential to grow. This person wants to take things slow. They want to rush in, be romantic, do all the dates. They're going to be very wooing and be chivalrous and sweep you off your feet, shower you with lots of love and affection. And then it has the potential to grow. It has the potential to grow into something really long term. He has the potential to step into the knight. He's halfway there. He's halfway between the page and the king. I mean, the page and the king. He's halfway there, where the page is still a long way to go. This guy's, or girl, just in the imagery, is halfway there. So I'd say that's a good catch. Again, it's messages. This could be a message of love, a message of going on dates, a message of taking relationships to the next level, where the page is more like, do you want to go on a date? Maybe go out for a drink or two. The knight could bear a message saying, look, I would like us to, where we've just been friends, to step into dating and go exclusive, or, maybe let's take it to the next level. It's taking the connection to the next level. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. He is so romantic, really romantic, beautiful energy. In the reverse, this could be like someone, like they say there, who is fickle, someone who won't wear their heart on their sleeve. They don't express their emotions. They hold back. They may want to rush in. They may have a lot of feelings, but they really hold themselves back from expressing. They may have their heart chakra shut and closed. They refuse to let love in. It's sort of like that page energy where it's just non-committal. There's no room for growth. This person's stingy with their energy, stingy with their time. They're not romantic in the least. They just want you to shower them with love and affection, and they don't give back in return. There's no equal give and take, and it's just not a very pretty energy. This could be a message of a breakup of a relationship. This could be someone who's ghosting you, where one day you hear from them and you don't hear from them for weeks. It could be messages coming in that are to do with breakups, to do with unrequited love, things just never moving forward. So in the reverse, it's not very nice energy. The Queen of Cups, again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Each particular court card does actually have a specific, like one is for like Scorpio, for example, for this, for that. But to me, I'm just teaching you my interpretations. I don't have specific, like the King of Cups is this particular star sign, the King of that. For me, I read it that these are the water signs. So this comes up, it'll be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so the Queen of Cups. Loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insight, caring for others, but forgiving, forgetting to take care of yourself, trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends, follow your heart. Yeah, so the Queen of Cups, she's a queen who is very nurturing, very loving, highly psychic, highly intuitive. She has so much love to give. Sometimes this queen can block her emotions. Like in this particular deck, you can see there, I don't know if you can see, but she's got a lid on her cup. She's blocking her emotions. She's not expressing how she really feels. She's holding back. And in other decks, they predict, like there, the shell, which is representing a cup overflowing with love, cups open. So it depends on the deck, but it can mean two things. In some cases, this queen depends on your surrounding cards, can really block out her emotions, not really be open to love, holding back her true feelings. Or in other cases, she's really open. It depends on the reading and the surrounding cards. Open, gives so much, so nurturing, loving. She's like a mother who the love that she pours out is nurturing, it's loving, it's giving, it's pure. Very loving energy, a loving queen. Very romantic, very spiritual. People go to her for advice, highly intuitive, gorgeous energy. In the reverse, this could be that you're not in touch with your emotions. In reverse, it's like you're not in touch with your emotions. You're keeping your heart chakra blocked. Not really loving or nurturing at that time. It could be that you're feeling like you have lack of nurturing in your life, or the person you're reading for could feel left out in the cold, feeling like they're not getting nurtured, they're not getting love. There's no equal give and take. They're feeling a bit abandoned, a bit remorse. This is also for me, if I read the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is someone who's suffering from depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, not loving themselves. The Queen of Cups pours love into her heart. She nurtures others. But this could be in the reverse, you feeling unnurtured and not nurturing yourself. And the final one is the King of Cups. Again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So the King of Cups. Again, like the Queen, the King is very emotional. He's the most emotional. This is the most emotional King and Queen. They water signs. They emotions overload. Very emotional, very loving. This is the King that you know, he's loving. He's a king. So very emotional, deep. But like with the King of Cups, he does sometimes hold back his emotions. He keeps them, like the Queen. There's times where he can have that lid on the cup and he's suppressing those emotions, and other times he can lift the lid up and be very loving, very nurturing, very giving, very romantic, and he wants something long-term and loving, and it's a beautiful energy. The King of Cups is very much in his emotions, and very giving and very loving. In the reverse, again, it's the opposite. Someone who's blocking their heart chakra, not giving love, someone who has lack in self-worth, self-confidence, suffering from depression, anxiety, someone who's not really giving, someone who feels lack in their life. They feel like their partner's not giving to them. They feel lonely, sadness, remorse. So it's this very similar to the Queen. That's how I read the Kings and Queens of Tarot. So yeah. So there, we've reached the end of that. I'm going to do a separate video for like the fire signs, which is like the Wands cards, Pentacles, and one's going blank, Air, which is Swords, Pentacles is the Earth. So I'm going to do separate like I did with this one. So yeah, so I hope you found this to be helpful. Oh, I don't think I read the, oh yeah, did I read the Queen? Yeah, the Queen, loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insight, caring for others, but forgetting to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition, a deep love to family and friends. Follow your intuition. And the King, that is trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust. A situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well-intentioned emotions, a charitable beneficiary, and seeing a counselor. Also, another thing I wanted to remember to mention. I'm getting tired. It's been an hour I've been recording. It's like when you get a King and the Queen of the same suit in a reading, that is the divine counterpart. That represents divine counterparts. You get the Emperor and the Empress, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. A King and a Queen of the same suit. That's when you know that someone's with their life partner. This is a divine counterpart. It's the same suit. It's just a representation of divine counterparts. Okay, I think I covered everything I needed to cover in there. So I hope you found this to be helpful. I'm going to have a little rest. I'm exhausted now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be one of the other minor arcana cards. Okay, bye.